Good morning, this is Mike Barrios of Integrity Home Finance. Today the topic of discussion will be short sales. So you just got a listing, however your CMA just isn't enough. Your sellers owe more than the home is worth. This is pretty much a typical short sale. What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about the definition, the highlights, customer profile, the timeline, how to sell it, sellers, buyers, and all other parties, and required paperwork. What is a short sale? A homeowner that is upside down on their debt. The amount in mortgages owed on the home is greater than the market value, and the seller is not able to cover the difference in depreciation. After the CMA and net sheet are complete, make it a habit to inquire about the outstanding mortgages. This will be your first signal that this transaction may be a short sale. What should be included in your net sheet? Your current loan balance, outstanding property taxes, real estate commission cannot exceed what is normal for the market, and also attorney fees. What cannot be included in your net sheet calculation? Seller concessions for closing cost and cosmetic allowances. What does your client need to do? A financial statement provided by the lender needs to be completed. The following information must be included: income, assets, and other liabilities, and the final net sheet. The following will need to be ordered and reviewed: a credit report and appraisal. The final decision or offer will be provided by the lender. Who is a typical seller for this situation? Well, the person that bought at the top of the market, the person that may have had one of those 100% financing loans, or they took out large amounts of equity and cashed out. Some may have defaulted on the mortgage. Some are in or almost in foreclosure proceedings. Ideally, the seller would be current on the mortgage and have a credit score that's worth preserving. This is an emotional situation. Sellers may be in distress. Use the soft sell approach and build credibility with the sellers. Ask the seller for written permission to contact the mortgage company. Lenders may be more cooperative if they're familiar with the agent. Talk to the bank. Remember, the second mortgage holder will likely take a loss. Obtain similar documentation when they're applying for a mortgage. W-2s, last W-2s, last 2 months of bank statements, the last 2 tax returns, 2 years of tax returns, and if there has been a divorce, supply divorce documents. I know I didn't put it on here, but that's very important to supply if you have it. Also, area comparables for the property, a hardship letter, a really good hardship letter. And note that the average foreclosure takes 18 months and costs about $60,000 at least. Some of the reasons the bank will not take your offer is because simply your offer may be too low. Most banks have a set minimum and a floor of what they're willing to accept. Too many files on loss mitigator's desk, or the loan is less than a year old. Bank could require original lender to buy it back. Pricing. Make sure you price at or near fair market value. Most banks will settle for 8 to 20% under check with particular lender involved. Price low enough to attract buyers. The bank may be more interested if there is a buyer involved. You may want to delay speaking to the bank until a buyer is involved. What to disclose to buyers. There's no hard and fast rule. Note in the comments of the MLS. Make sure that you do put that it's a short sale. And there are special yard signs for short sales if you want to put that. But sometimes the sellers won't want you to put that in their front yard. The ideal buyer can settle quickly with a large down payment. A buyer like this will make the situation look better to the bank. And be ready for the low ball investors. Timeline. You need bank approval. It can take 14 to 60 days or longer. Make sure buyer and new lender is aware. Transaction will move faster if the bank is aware of the short sale up front. Remember, the contract of sale is legally binding. If the contract is ratified without language stipulating the short sale needs to be approved, your seller will still be on the hook. It closed, now what? Bank may require a promissory note from the seller for the difference. Bank has a right to sue if not paid as agreed. Seller's credit may be affected. Move them forward quickly before their FICO is updated. Now about taxes, there was a Mortgage Tax Relief Act of 2007, and pretty much if they do a short sale, they do not get 1099'd or taxed for the loss the bank has taken. What do you get paid? The bank will expect you to give up some commission to get the deal done. If you simply offer a commission split on the listing instead of a set percent, share the burden with the buyer's agent. Now, you may ask yourself, are short sales really for you? I'm sure you've heard the horrible stories or the nightmares. ARMs are resetting to higher rates. Interest-only loans are amortizing. Foreclosures are way up. Short sales are a growing market sector. Short sales are time-consuming and not for everyone. They do require a lot of patience, persistence, and strategic problem solving. Some of the obstacles you can expect: the property could be in foreclosure, post-foreclosure issues, overdrawn equity, missed time limits, unfulfilled requirements, poor property condition, failed auctions, numerous mortgage companies, and buyer financing issues. A short review. We talked about the definition, the highlights, a customer profile, a typical profile of the seller, and timeline, roughly how much short sale will take, up to 60 days. And some of the selling tactics: you could offer closing cost assistance, and also remember the paperwork that you need. If you have any questions, please contact us. I do have a tool that's great that a lot of agents are using to put your properties, your short sales, REOs, or any regular listings on to numerous websites. It will increase your web presence. This tool will also submit your listing to Craigslist in just a few clicks of a button. And the instructions are below. Go to integrityhomefinance.com, click on the left-hand side, Realtor Tools, sign up for a free account, and if you have any questions with financing or if your clients need any financing, please give me a call at the number below, 866-653-3863. Thank you.